Hello traders, and welcome to Hit the Mark Trading's daily TF Russell 2000 Futures Review. My name is Martin Rimes. Today's date is Monday, December 16th, 2013. This is the week that the Santa Claus rally seasonally typically starts. We're going to look at the charts and say, wow, it looks like it has. I'd like to remind you, please check out hitthemarktrading.com. Sign up for weekly blog updates. Sign up for Rooster Call. Now, Rooster Call is my early morning look at the markets, and I send this out prior to U.S. market open. And basically, I look at the news wires, and I look at the charts, and I distill what I think is important that we should be looking at for the day. I send this out to clients, and I'd like to send it to you for free. Remember, everything I mention in this recording is for your educational purposes only. Let's go to the charts. Well, look-a here. You know, we've been talking about the idea this line is going to hold. And we've been talking about trend and momentum is very strong. And we drew the blue line. That's our pullback line. Crossing this tells us, hey, the coast is clear. Now, all this surge was due to the Eurozone. Their manufacturing reports looked pretty good. Everybody except France. And so the market just went crazy. Why? Well, because there's nothing else to focus on. And it remains to be seen what tomorrow brings. But the Asians will probably try to take it up higher. But we have FOMC meeting on Tuesday starting. Wednesday is when the guardians of monetary policy will release a statement. And I'm telling you, the entire globe is fixated on the FOMC. The monetary policy statement will directly impact bonds. It will directly impact dollar. And any tapering of the quantitative easing, you got to remember, the United States is printing $85 billion a month. You know, if you're going to do something, do it in a big way. That's the motto. So if they start tapering, people are worried because everyone realizes that's what's caused this huge rally. So I would expect that tomorrow would be somewhat muted trading. And then Wednesday, watch out. It could go either way. But this is the week. The Santa Claus rally, if it's going to show up, this is the week it shows up. Empirical evidence on seasonal trend tells us this. All right. So we had talked about, from a technical perspective, the line should hold. Looks like it's held. Here we are prepared to break a diagonal trend line. That's an indication on our indicator. All right. And the other thing is, once I see this thing pop up over 116, wow, that means we want to go to the top and retest. So Wednesday's the day that'll probably really power this market, but we just don't know what direction. At this point in time, this is very strong showing. Let's just look at the weekly. I know I just discussed this last night. Once again, we had mentioned we're in an ascending wedge. Does not look like this ascending wedge wants to break yet. Not yet. Okay. And I measure this trend, and you can visually see, wow, it's strong. And here's my reading. I have a very technical term for this. I call it a super freight train. Now, the box here simply tells us if we break down, this is a target area. But trend and momentum are very, very strong. Now let's look at the intraday charts. Wow. I think we discussed on Sunday that we'd probably retest, and boy did we. So all of this happened during European trading while Americans were asleep and just waking up. And then we have the 9:30 open. So they took it down just before the open and then zoom, pop it up. Okay? And a very, very big day. Okay? Very, very big day. Now, unfortunately, I don't have the floor pivots yet for tomorrow. But what we should expect, let's go back to the daily. We're looking for follow through. We're looking for price to go over this blue line, preferably close. This is the ideal time if you believe in the Santa Claus rally. And if you believe, hey, the Fed, they're going to be crazy to try to send the market down over Christmas. You can certainly become happily involved, either trading the futures or options, or trading ETFs. Okay? All right, the conservative trader is going to wait for this blue line to be broken, and then automatically we know once we get scoot above this resistance line, then boom, we're going to go up and retest. That's the way these things work. Okay? All right. A very big range today means the floor pivots will be large for tomorrow. In other words, a large range. And we're simply looking for follow through. Okay. That's it for today, and I'll talk to you tomorrow.